So in the last class we looked at possessive adjectives. But in this class I want to look at possessive pronouns. Okay, possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. Now what are possessive pronouns? Okay, you may remember in a previous video we did look at pronouns. And what do we say? Okay, we use them to change the name, or we change it to sound less repetitive. So possessive pronouns are exactly the same. We change it to make things sound less repetitive. Okay, so let's go through the personal pronouns again, just to kind of review. Personal pronouns. Alright, and for the personal pronouns we have I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. And like I said before, we do use you twice. We use it for singular and plural. But always the conjugation is the same, so I only put it once, just to kind of remind you. Okay, so those are the personal pronouns. You shouldn't have any problems with those. Okay, but now let's look at the possessive adjectives. Possessive, not adjectives, possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns. Okay, so what are the possessive pronouns in English? Okay, let me put some lines here, help guide us. So I becomes mine. I becomes mine. You becomes yours. He becomes his. She becomes hers. It is its. We is ours. And they is theirs. Alright, so those are the possessive pronouns in English. I, mine. You, yours. He, his. She, hers. It, its. We, ours. They, and theirs. Okay? And you may notice his and its are the same as the possessive adjectives, but just because we have an S. Okay, and they all do have an S. That's really the only difference between them and the adjectives with the spelling, except for mine. Mine is a big difference. So if we look at a sentence, okay, this bottle, I could say, this bottle is Andrew's. Correct? This bottle is Andrew's. Well, my name is Andrew. So if I'm saying this bottle is Andrew's and I'm speaking, that sounds a little strange, correct? I'm talking to myself in third person. So we don't want to say Andrew's. What we want to do is we want to change that. And what we do is we change that to a possessive pronoun. So the correct way to write this sentence would be this bottle is mine. Okay, this bottle is mine. So that's the correct way to write this sentence, especially if I'm speaking. I don't want to refer to myself in third person. It's not a common practice in English. So I'd say this bottle is mine. Mine. Right? And that's exactly what a pronoun does, correct? Pronouns replace words. They replace names. Okay? Let's look at another one. Maybe I can say the green jacket is hers. The green jacket is hers. What is the possessive pronoun here? The green jacket is hers. Well, we have an adjective, green, but it's not possessive, is it? So the green jacket is hers. The possessive pronoun, the possessive word in this case, is hers. the green jacket is hers. And I don't know, maybe we could referring to Mary. Okay, Mary, or maybe a different friend. But the idea is the green jacket is hers. We're replacing somebody's name or some subject with hers. Okay? Or we do more examples. The cat food is its. The cat food is its. Well, if we look over here, its, correct? So the possessive pronoun is its. The cat food is its. And maybe it is referring to the cat. Okay, it is referring to the cat, correct? But it's saying, instead of saying the cat food is the cat's, that sounds a little strange. So what we could change it is the cat food is its. Okay, the cat food is its. Alright? So hopefully that'll give you a little better idea of how we use it. Okay, let me give you one or two more examples. Let's see here. Move up so you can see them all. I can say the new house is theirs. Okay, the new house is theirs. Well, once again, if we look at that, the new house is theirs. We see that theirs is a personal pronoun, correct? It's a personal pronoun. Or sorry, possessive pronoun. It's a possessive pronoun. So the new house is theirs. It belongs to them. But we can even get a little bit more in depth. We can make it a little bit more confusing. We can say his old car is now hers. That's an interesting sentence. His old car is now hers. Well, you notice up here we have his, correct? We have his up here. And in the first part of the sentence, we have his. But remember, we use his for possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. Well, in this case, in the sentence, his old car is now hers, his comes before the noun. So this would be an adjective. Okay, this would be an adjective. Let me change the colors here. So yes, this would be an adjective. And I'll just write ADJ, adjective. So this old car is now hers. Well, hers is the possessive pronoun, correct? I'll put PP, possessive pronoun. So his old car is now hers. So we have two here. We have a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun. And we see how the car changes hands. At first, it was his car, but now the car is hers. So I hope that will give you a better understanding of what possessive pronouns are. And just to review, I becomes mine, you becomes yours, he becomes his, she becomes hers, it becomes its, we becomes ours, and they becomes theirs. Okay, so I'll leave you there. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below.